welcome to Skigill, a brand new action roguelike that seems pretty interesting because you have this whole big skill tree here, and it seems like when you actually play a run, like our guy little here, you run around on it and fight the enemies on it, but also use your meta progression with that skill tree, which is like, skill, sigil together. Skigill, I think. I haven't tried it yet. We're going to try it live here together and see what happens. Looks like there's some other characters we can unlock here. But right now, we got a little lizard wizard bro. Maybe he's a lizard too. Wizard, can't go wrong. Has some electricity perhaps. So let's go ahead and just click start, I think, and see where it goes from there. It looks like it was kind of bullet heaven-ish. Like you... Okay, he just shoots by himself. I was wondering, because I'm like clicking and stuff, and that's not doing anything. You can use mouse to move, or WASD, which I'm using WASD. And then you build up some shmoney and stuff. Let's see, he's got some more shmoney there. It says +5. Okay, so I did unlock that, and now I have extra magic damage, I'm assuming? Okay, +5 more. Do we just like... I'm looking where I need to do. I have 3 in the top right and then $5, so I guess I can put, 5 in there, unlock that. I guess we can just follow this. I guess the thing is I don't know exactly where this is going, but there's a chest up there. This is such a unique idea to like fight on the skill tree. I want to see if I can get that electricity damage up. Maybe I should start with this. If I could get 5 at least. Ooh, get more electricity damage, because then maybe I can... Maybe it's more damage, maybe it's actually just more like spreading. Now I'm assuming we have to get all of these upgrades in a row, but I want to see, like, could we skip? No, so we do have to go in a row. So just go here, and then go here, and then this chest is just unlocked? Okay, it is, perfect. There's a lot of stats up at the top, which, however, doesn't tell me exactly what they are. Doesn't really have any words, to be honest, so I guess we'll just kind of figure out what this all is. This looks like maybe more electricity, can't go wrong there. Maybe more magnet, like... grab size? This looks like physical damage, perhaps. It's like a fire trail, could be kind of nice. Honestly, I don't usually go for fire trail type stuff in games, but I feel like it'd be pretty good here because there's a lot of stuff just trailing us really simply. No enemies are doing anything too crazy yet. There's little lizard freaks that are like shaking their arms at me right now, but for the most part, it seems pretty normal. I don't know what this little 3 dots are, but I feel like we can go this way. So that costs 2. Oh, is it like leveling up at the top and then that unlocks the skill points? And then you go there? Oh, I got punched in the face. I was trying to get this thing, whatever the heck it is. Do I need to go both ways to get that? I think that might be the case. Because it looks like maybe that's more elemental damage. I'm like, we get the fire damage and the electricity damage up, and there's another chest over there. Maybe we could just head that way. So maybe we try to level all that up. And then maybe that's more range or something. And then this looks like more pickup radius. I'm assuming is what the magnet means. Could be nice if I could like hover it and actually check, but okay, so I have 80 health left. I see it's popping like that. I will say with the effects, and honestly, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit because it's very loud. Very loud. What is this? I don't want to mess with it and find out. What are you? That might be an effect button actually, which maybe I should turn that one down because that's what I was gonna say is the effects going kind of nutty in a way that it's kind of hard to see sometimes when my stuff starts hitting because they're like burning and stuff too. There we go. I assume that's like elemental damage. Do we want to go up? Do we want to go over? There was some money left behind. I'm like, what if we go back and go to that other chest because it was right up here. So I'm like, maybe we just go back, grab the stuff we missed, and then grab this next chest so we can try to get maybe another ability going. A little star up here. I don't really know what that does, but you're the star of my world. So maybe that's what it's for. Could even go back down, like loop around this way because there's another chest there. What's below us? I guess there's no harm in like going and exploring a little bit. Okay, there's more fire damage right there too, but I'm like, let's keep going up here, keep getting this magic, and then we'll go to the chest after we get this next magic. I can run through and get all this shmoney. I like that it's designed like shmoneys. These little dudes running at me. I just met my baby nephew the other day. That's literally how babies run. I don't know what it is with babies, just like learn to walk, idiot, but they just be like goofing it at you. We're also healing over time a little bit, which is pretty sick. And they run like those freaky little lizards do. Now, more electricity I don't hate the idea of. That looks like maybe like some water or ice, perhaps? That's like a blow dart with poison on it. That could be kind of sick. Like a fire slash, and then maybe like a boulder or hammer. I'm kind of like, what if we get more electricity? Because I feel like it's chaining. I feel like it's doing pretty darn good. And we have some extra electricity damage. So, maybe that's just our key right there. Some extra luck above us. But I feel like we want to keep getting more chests. I know I lost some XP back there, but Ooh, there's extra movement speed up here. And extra on all these magnets. Maybe this is like crit chance right here? Could be nice too. I mean, at some point I've gotten some kind of heals. I was at 80 and now I'm at 82, so I'm like, something gave me some heals. I mean, I like a game where it's not like crazy tutorials. Like you just get in there, oh, lizard baby freak, and they just like learn by doing, essentially. I'm fine with that. So that's kind of how this one's angled up. I want to get down there and keep unlocking stuff because we can get right to this chest very soon here, but easier said than done. Maybe I just let them all walk into this fire and try to frag them out, sneak through the crevasse here. I love bullet heavens. I play quite a few. I think my favorite is probably Soulstone Survivors. If you ever seen that one? If you're interested in the genre, it's all like started from the Vampire Survivors craze where it was like, okay, let's make a bunch of Survivors games, and it was like, you know, I would be salty, but they're just really fun. And a lot of them have unique little twists on them. Just like this one, where you just literally are playing on your skill tree, which is just crazy. I'm trying to get that unlocked so I could grab this next. And then hopefully grab another chest, because I definitely need another attack, because we're kind of getting swarmed here. Lizard babies. Oh my god. Speaking of lizard babies, I found a lizard earlier in my room, and it was a baby lizard. And this dude, I was recording a video on my second channel, the Roger Aquarium channel, a while ago, and he got in my room, and I was like, found him mid-match when I was playing Smite on that channel. So if you watched that channel, watch that video then. You know what I'm talking about. The lizard situation, I think, is the AI recap called it below the video. And I could never find the sucker, and I was like, well, either he escaped or he just died. And that was genuinely like a month ago, I feel like. So apparently this lizard, he ran into my junk drawer, by the way, just like survived in there for however long. And then I found him earlier tonight, still in my room, like on top of my dresser. And I was like, how, first of all, but also who are you? And how are you not dead, just basically. And I got him out, so now he's outside. I mean, will he survive out there? That's not really up to me. That's up to you. I did my part, right? I got him out of here. I helped him out. But if he can't survive out there, then that's going to be an on-him situation, little brother. I feel like we're getting the schmack out of us here. Is there anything I can get for like healing? I want a better attack too. 24 times force, like giving more damage perhaps. 50% electricity. Oh, why is that alternating? I don't know. Oh, it's like is it a reroll or something? I'm not sure. Are these rerolls? I can't tell. A bomb sounds nice, because I feel like we need crowd control, or I'll just die. Could also be a choice. Maybe I should walk towards the bomb. I feel like, can the bomb hurt me too? Does the bomb explode? Bomb takes a long time to explode, but also I feel like it's going kind of crazy on all the riprap back there. The only thing is too, can I push this? Oh, no, I don't think so. I need to like circle around, get all that XP, but also need to get back to like where our unlocks actually are. Oh, yeah. Okay, well there's some good XP and stuff. I don't know if we're like getting strength 2 from actually hitting all these levels. That's the other thing I'd like to know. But I feel like maybe. But that was good. The bombs definitely help, because we need more crowd control is the thing. Maybe another arrow, maybe just more lightning. Let's just keep doing lightnings. I feel like the bombs are doing pretty good. And I feel like in terms of crowd control, like a bow and arrow is not really going to do it, but maybe it would have been nice for some extra up front damage. Okay, if you can't kill a lizard baby with a bomb, then what are you doing in the airport? You know what I'm saying? Who's not taking a little bump through the airport here and there? Once you do it once, you just kind of, you know, basically an expert. I feel like I can run back to the beginning. Ouch. And oh, I feel like I'm too pinched here. Yeah, I was going to say. So is there meta progression outside of these matches is what I want to figure out as well. Whoa. So we die, we got 6 of these, and then we actually see where we upgraded our sigil throughout that. That's so crazy. And we can upgrade one of the abilities we actually had. Maybe we just do this guy? How does this work? Or is it like... Oh, is that just showing me what I had, perhaps? Oh yeah, I think that's the case. It's just showing me how that run went, I think. And then I have 6. Okay, what about here if I press this? Because I was looking at this. Oh, yep, okay, I can actually upgrade these. Oh, so then I think you start. Like, there we go. We spend another one of our little dudes. Have enough for that one. Don't have enough for that. But, enough for anything else? I don't think so. But now we're going to start with more magic damage. Okay, understood. And we start with more progress already on those 3, so we can just head up to the top left. I think when we start, and already have some progress on our sigil there. Okay, I'm assuming that's how it's going to work. What are these? Different characters? I don't think we can quite unlock yet. No different shapes there for the sigils, and then things that change maybe your attack power and your health, perhaps? Seems interesting to me. Okay. Let's see. Is that how it works? Oh, no, that's not how it worked. These are still not unlocked. Huh. Okay. Wonder why these guys turn red. Maybe they turn red when they're in your range. Oh, yeah, and then they turn gray when I get out of their range. That seems like that might be the case. So I guess the money that drops is not money, even though it looks like a little dollar sign. Well, I was calling it money, but it seems like it's more so the XP, which fills up the XP bar at the top. And then once you have enough, or once your XP bar is filled, you can go and unlock one of these, I think. So our XP bar is still full, so we can grab another one of these. We can grab one more because our XP bar is still full, but now we can't grab the next one because our XP bar is not full anymore. And everything we unlock here, we spend out of this on our little meta progression thing. We should be hitting harder here right at the beginning, though, because we did get upgraded magical damage base, so should feel a little stronger at the start here. Can I not buy that next one, even though my XP bar is full? Let's see. Ooh. One of the things that's like the most difficult in these games, in these Souls-like games, or Souls-like Survivor games, is standing still. So that's one of the things I've actually like. A lot of them will do that, where it's like this challenge, hey, stand in this circle for however long to unlock this. And it's not a bad mechanic, I don't think, but it's definitely one of my... This looks cool, but we want magical damage, right? So it's like, how could I get the magical damage? These are all like physical damage, it looks like. So maybe I'm better just leveling this at first. Although it's like, I don't want to get locked in the same trap as last time. Oh, that didn't fully unlock, dang it. Where I don't have enough abilities. Yeah, whatever, I guess you just get hit sometimes. Okay, well, I didn't mean twice. Definitely didn't want it 3 times, but luckily we didn't. And I can't get the chest quite yet, so that does take its own level too. This game is like very heavy on that, where you have to stand at everything for, you know, maybe it's like 0.75 seconds there, whatever it is. Okay, are you magic? You are magic. You're magic too. I mean, our electric damage we're going to get up, I think, because there's more things like right here. I plan to grab that next, maybe. So if we get that, then both of our abilities get leveled up. And there is just like electricity coming down now on its own. So hopefully if it has a good radius on it, then that can help out with the crowd control too. We can get our electric damage up in general here next. But yeah, I've never loved those where it's like, sit in the circle. Come on, sit in that circle. And you're like, okay. It gets a little tiring. So when it's like, it looks like it's this game's, I wouldn't say it's its entire gimmick. Obviously, the entire gimmick is like, you're on the skill tree, like doing it live here, but then there is the meta skill tree too. Like the meta progression one, which just means it's like out of the actual match skill tree. That I think is super cool. Just design-wise, I like the little pixel graphics, you know, being a little wizard dude here, perhaps of lizard origin, but, you know, I don't want to put that burden on him. It's sick. I really like the design choices. But stand in a circle stuff, that'll get old fast in these games. You know, it's just something where it's like, it can be a little much. You kind of just don't want to have to do that every time. If you could just walk over them and unlock them, I think that'd be more sick. The only problem I can see with that as a design choice as well is like, well, if it's like that where you just walk over them to unlock them, then you'll be walking over stuff on accident sometimes just trying to dodge maybe. So they wouldn't want that particularly either. I was going to say, are you magic damage? You are. You weren't. Oh, you were magic damage last time. Let's go ahead and get that then. Get some poison going. Seems pretty sick to me. I also got this little bandage right here that looks like maybe it's +1 to our heal perhaps. Let's go up to this next chest. I was getting confused too before because it says like +5, +2, different numbers on these. I thought maybe that was the cost, but now I see that it's linked, you know, to your XP bar. Oops, I'm not paying attention. To unlock them, and not any of your currency in the top right. And that, you know, that's kind of some of the things you're gonna have to learn when there's no tutorial of any form in a game, and there isn't. Where are the little... Oh, I see the snakes. Oh, they're like on the horizontal only, perhaps? Looks like it, and they kind of travel out. I'm trying to get towards this next chest, by the way. So I want to see... It's not super obvious either what leveling the abilities does. This one... It looks like it gives it more damage, perhaps. 12, 30, 70... Yeah, I'm trying to tell like what if something changes there exactly, and like what changes. I know that's kind of flashing. I believe you are magic damage as well. Maybe we grab you, and then we'll have like some extra poison as well. Just another ability as well, because the snakes are nice, but they're going like horizontal, which is nice. It's covering those horizontal lanes now. I don't really know what that does. The little arrows. So I'm like maybe it's like attack rate though. But we don't want that because we don't want fire damage. But I wouldn't mind keep getting some heals, honestly. It seems like there's a lot of these here where it's like, hey, heal faster. Maybe that would just be the choice. We're 64 health. I assume that's what these bandages mean. It's like either lifesteal or heal over time, but I'm also not healing right now. But I'm like, maybe we just gotta keep improving it. Maybe it's a really hard stat to punch up because if you had too much of it, it would be too strong. So I'm gonna try to figure that out because I feel like if that is what this is, it could be really strong. This looks like magic damage goes and turns into like physical damage, perhaps, but maybe it's not that. Maybe I do want to pick it up. So I'm like, if that is what it is, I feel like maybe I wouldn't necessarily want that. This looks nice though. We can get a heart off that big one. Okay, and then just more healing. I don't know necessarily what I'm trying to do is like get towards some tanky build, but I'm like, this is kind of just the way I'm walking right now. I'm like, why not keep doing it? And maybe because it turns into more of a physical tree down here. So we probably don't want to be here. Try to sneak through here. What's down there? Yeah, some other like ranger stuff. So maybe we cut back this way and head towards a different chest, perhaps. I mean, we can keep going down here, but I feel like if we go back up, maybe more this way is more of magical skill tree stuff is kind of what it seems like, especially after the last run. It seemed like more of the magical skill stuff is up here in the top left. So maybe they're all segmented, you know, particularly so you can wayfind. Okay, I was also checking my spacebar and like shift there to see if there's any kind of a dash, because there's no dash either, which is not always a prerequisite, but it happens a lot. I'm just gonna say card attack sounds pretty sick. Is that lifesteal? Maybe it has lifesteal on it. I don't know. It scales better off Fizz. We could just get our lightning leveled up. That'd be pretty sick. So we have extra lightning damage like right off that guy that we got earlier, so maybe that's the juice. I was gonna say, I hope that can get grabbed really quick so we can move up. I don't know what these stars do either, because the clover is luck, so what is the star? Is the star crit? Is the little thing we saw earlier with the like the scope, is that crit? I don't know. That's the thing, is there's nothing tells you in specific what is what. I wish I could hover over it and it just says like crit, you know, hover over something and it tells you at least on the stats page, because without even something that small, it's a little, it just gets hard to figure out, right? I'm looking at going down there, but maybe I should go up. It's hard to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'm gonna grab this, get our electric damage up. It doesn't have poison damage on there. It just had a electric, what I assume was like maybe water or ice or something. But here's poison down here, which I can't quite grab yet, but we're really close to it. So I'm gonna try to stick on this if I can, while we just frag some stuff and see if I can grab it before we jump up. There's another chest right there, so maybe we can work down towards that, or the one down below us to our left. There's also like a big skull thing over there that is a rainbow, and I do like rainbows and I do like skulls. Two of the things that I collect in my life. So maybe we work towards that. I'm not sure. Going down here feels like it'd be good too, because we don't have to get that fire one to the top right there. So we just grab that and then keep working down and then grab the chest. So I think that might be the best choice. Maybe the bandage we grabbed was just kind of like, tankiness, but this is defense, right? So it's like, what is the bandage? Like, let me hover this and figure it out. I need like an encyclopedia or something. More lightning sounds sick, so a fire trail could be good. I feel like that was doing fine for us last time. It's just, yeah, let's do that. Let's do the fire trail. I think it did well for us last time. I think we just needed more around it, and this time we have a lot more around it, so it should be way better. And honestly, maybe this big node right here would be the thing to work towards, so let's try working towards it if I can. Oh, dang it, I was gonna try to dodge around that. They also have like death animations on these guys, and sometimes I don't know when they're gonna die, or if they're already dead, because they kind of like flop there for a second. Because see, I don't know exactly what that just did. It's kind of my thing right now, so it's just like, was that worth it? Was that what I want to upgrade? I don't know, because you're not really giving me anything like a pop-up that's like, hey, buying that did this, by the way. It's like, oh, okay. Good if you know that in the future, you know, you can book it towards that and then make a build around it. If you don't know what it does, like, what is this? The number 13, or the little guys you put in the car in the game of life? The board game, of course. The guys you put in a car in the real game of life. I mean, that's just like yourself, really. Whoever's driving, or maybe you're driving. I don't know. I don't know what you get up to in the car, but I'm just saying, that's how I did it. But I'm pretty good at the game of life, the board game. I mean, let me tell you. It's pretty, you just, what you want to do, never go the college route, you know? I think that's everyone's big mistake. It's just not worth it. Just take the money, go, start the game, start spinning the freaking wheel. Also, that's part of what makes it a goated board game, is because it has a wheel instead of dice. And you know everyone loses the dice in any board game. That's like a classic thing. Oh, you got a board game in school? Oh, where's the dice? You don't know where those freaking dice are. Some kid swallowed them like 3 years ago, and he graduated already. You're not getting those dice back. And you're like, somebody swallowed the dice and then graduated 3 years later. Let's be honest. All of us knew at least one guy in 10th grade that would definitely swallow a dice or a die. Like that, from the game of life, like that. It shouldn't be some crazy thing. Let's be honest here. But you were just gonna have to open a dice app on your phone or something, which, you know, maybe that's a little new age tip for you there. Older millennials they can't relate right now. My Gen Zers, you know what I'm saying? You're like, obviously the phone app, goated idea. Like when I play card games with my boy, a lot of times just open the card app on your phone. It's easy as hell. Why did I have to sign 15 pages of documents accepting to give away my life rights and probably sell my soul when I downloaded an app that does nothing but let me pick a card? I don't know, but that's not really my problem at the moment. If they come back and they want to, you know, harvest my kidney or something, I guess they could kind of backfire on me, but right now everything's going pretty well. Give me that, please. Can I not get that? So here's where I can't see. Oh, I don't have the one before it, do I? I'm trying to loop around if I can. I don't know what this is either. I don't know if it's more amount is kind of what I'm thinking it is. I don't know what anything is, but I'm thinking like it's more amount. I'm gonna pause really quick. Is this effects? Okay, I was hoping it was effects. I'm not honestly sure if it was. I kind of think it was, though, because I feel like there's less on my screen. Ouch. But it's really hard to tell, so at the very least, I can placebo myself into thinking it helped. I'm trying to pick all this XP up and loop around and see if I can get back to a node that I can actually pick up and maybe get another chest. Oh. Bro needs to lose some weight. This hitbox is going crazy with it. Okay, I was gonna say I'm not getting out of this one, but that was pretty darn good. I feel like really got around there. Is this clock going up or down? I don't know. That's okay. Look, I got. Oh my god, I got so many. Oh, is this how many nodes I hit? It was. Okay. And then what? Can you take that back here and do something else with it, perhaps? I think that might be the case. I don't know what this is, but it looks really cool, so I'm gonna grab it. And this is just +5 money? So I just earn more of that Some more XP live from the scene? That sounds pretty sick to me. Can you get more of that? No. Okay, I'm assuming this thing, if you stand on it, will probably refund all your stuff. More poison. Okay, I don't know what this thing does. Maybe it was a new ability, though. So let's go see. Let's go check it. We can run 1, maybe 2 more, depending on if I, you know, frickin' die. And that's still not moving. That's still not moving. Are these... Okay, so these are the levels, I'm assuming? Like difficulty, perhaps? Or maybe you just get stronger, because it says that the percentages go up. Maybe that's how much damage you take, though. I really don't know. Okay. Well, heck with it, then. Let's keep doing it. Which way do I want to go, is the question mark. Maybe let's go top right this time. I don't know. I mean, who's to tell me no? So that clock on the top left is counting down, which is the first time I, like, realized it. And once you just survive 15 minutes or something, like, seems kind of... Well, we had, what, 3.5 minutes left on that last one? So that's not, like, that insane, I guess. This lightning does put some kind of status effect, too. This might be a bad invest, but I feel like just to grab the extra XP farther away is worth it, so early especially. So I will do that, and we'll work towards this chest up here to the top. And then get an early extra ability here, maybe something that shoots fast, and then maybe kick it top right this time. Oh, here's the new thing we got. It looks like little pylons or something we can put down that maybe like make an electric fence. A la Watson from Apex Legends, if you know what I'm talking about. Real Watson heads in the house. Remember that chick came out and I played her and I was like, oh yeah, this girl is terrible, but fun. And then I think she became like hardcore meta at some point, like for the esports guys. I don't know, I was never a battle royale kind of guy. I think that was one of the laziest and like worst genres that I've ever seen pop off. Genuinely, the battle royale era of gaming was one of my least favorite in the world. I feel like it's kind of since died down a little bit. This electric fence is kind of sick, by the way. But I was never a big fan. I'll be completely honest. It's just like the same rigmarole every time, but like not in a good way. Like this, you know, these Survivor games, same rigmarole every time, but in a good way, because you can always just try new things. Those are just shooters, so you're gonna be just, you know, shooting people again and again and again. And I love that. I love an FPS, but I like getting in there and just getting a match and being able to fight people. In battle royales, you're just like sitting there. Okay, let's wait 2 minutes to queue if it's a well-populated game, and then let's wait 5 more minutes if we don't even drop high, because we actually want a chance to get looted before we fight. And then you get to the fight, and then you find some hacker, most likely, because there's a lot of hackers. You get your cheek holes kicked, and it's just like a living nightmare. We're gonna go like full electric build here, perhaps, so we don't really want to go up, because that's fire. So we just try to go down here, perhaps, and broken health goes to like an explosion or something. What else is there? Okay, there's some electric damage, so maybe this could be the way to go? Mayhaps? I don't know. I just work here. Oh, the electric fences are like kind of stretching pretty crazy now. I mean, I feel like our magic damage is pretty high. It's up to 90. And I think these were health regen last time, but I just think they don't do that much health regen. I wonder if at 15 minutes you just like beat the run, or if you have to fight a boss, or if it's just like, you know, end of demo, like thanks, you know what I mean? I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out. Could loop back too and try to go down for that chest, but I think we could be able to crank up here a little bit and try to get that electric damage, or even go down and grab this chest, or do both. I feel like the chest maybe is more important, and then you go back up, grab the electric damage, loop around, get this chest. Could be the sauce. I mean, we're killing lizard babies, so really, I feel like as long as we do that, we can't go wrong. And some little zombies. I do like pixel art, though. It's always a nice little aesthetic. I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. Because personally, I mean, I know I said like Soulstone Survivors is probably my favorite Survivor game, and that one's like 3D, but they do the 3D and have like a nice art style to it. You know, it's like 2 days ago we played like Monster Lab Simulator. You can go check that one out on the channel page if you want to. It's a fun time, but it has like the same 3D style like every simulator game does. And I don't even really like simulator games most of the time, but I was just trying new things, trying out different genres that I don't always play while I'm doing these little different videos on the channel, right? And I had fun with it, but I like a unique style with these like more pixel style games. I feel like you can make them different looking really easy just based off how you do it. Like, I don't know. I'm not an artist. It's hard to describe how exactly what I want to say, but I think it's much easier to take this style in general and make it into your own version of the style, I suppose is how I would say it. You know, it's easier to stand out in this style than it's easy to stand out on just like another 3D shooter, because I think we all see those and you're like, oh boy, another 3D shooter that looks exactly like all the others. And if they have a crazy gameplay mechanic, that'll separate them. But unless you do that, then a lot of times they just fall under the radar. This looks cool. I do want more of the lightning, right? But I'm like, some falling stars here. It has this little star stat. Let's look for that. And I'm trying to see where the... Oh, am I throwing them? Oh yeah, I'm like throwing them. Are they aimed? Yes, okay. I was trying to make sure they weren't just like horizontal. It looks like they're aimed. I want to keep getting our magic damage up because I want to make sure that we're still just like killing stuff in as little hits as possible, especially with things like the chain lightning, so we can keep our crowd control up, because now is when we start to get swarmed way heavier. And I looked at the timer for like 2 seconds and then got hit, and that's what I'm talking about. So like, get magic damage up. I don't know what this does. Maybe it's like mana and it refills faster. I don't really want to build towards fire up here, so maybe we loop back towards the middle starting point and try to build up a little bit. Not up that way though. Excuse me. Go. Okay, that should not have touched me. You're yoinking my willy. And usually when people do that, I'm into it, trust me. But only with consent, and I didn't consent that time. Okay, I'm trying to get away from these freaks. They really do. The difficulty scales pretty quick here towards this like 10-minute mark, I feel like, where they really just chuck a lot of stuff at you here. And that's kind of what I was getting at earlier, where if the whole mechanic of unlocking stuff like this is going to be stand on it for a second, then it's like I need to be able to, but you need to be able to scale enough to be able to stand on it, right? Maybe some more like pushback on abilities could be nice, which like maybe this is pushback or something. I don't know. Let's just keep doing. I think the abilities we have is good enough to for now to focus on. I mean, we're getting a lot of XP, that's for sure. And it shouldn't matter more, because we got some meta progression there to give us more XP. Look at the fences, dude. That's kind of going crazy. Do I want more luck? I don't think so. I don't think any of our stuff is really luck-based right now. I'm trying to step on that next little pad, but I don't know if I can. Grab it now. The other thing is the enemies have like very predictable patterns, but when you don't have a like dodge key, then that can be kind of bad almost, because it's like, okay, he's running at me, but I can't improve my movement speed that I've seen yet, or that I've felt at the very least. And I'm sure maybe like the boot icon we saw was like movement speed, but this seems like maybe it's going to be down in those like ranger type trees, which are like down on the bottom. And I'm not going to build it right now when I'm trying to do the magician, right? Or mage, whatever you want to call him. So it's like, yeah, I kind of just gotta tank hits sometimes, because I can't outmaneuver them without the speed that I need. Another attack could be kind of sick. See, oh, it's like a slingshot, not a magnet. I do want to upgrade that too. I feel like it's doing pretty well for us, but more like direct damage, which I'm hoping this is, could be really nice. Because that kind of stuff is what I need to just clear stuff from right next to me. If I can do that, magic damage goes to strength and shuriken, which I'm assuming is like just range, maybe like more rangery stuff. This looks cool. A little skull explodey. Maybe that's like kill something, it explodes on death, perhaps? I'm just throwing stuff out there. I feel like the attack we just got, by the way, is like putting in work, because we are handling these hordes much better now. And it might just be one of these where some of these survivor games, you really want to focus on, let me get one ability, 2 abilities, whatever it might be, oh shoot, and really jazz them up, because you just want to get one ability strong. Maybe it evolves or something, it gets way better effects, you know, and that might be your best choice. And some of the other ones, like this one, sometimes you just want to slam a bunch of abilities. And if you do that, that's your best way to actually gain strength, you know? And it's seeming like it might be the latter where you really just want to slam a bunch of abilities, and that makes it go crazy. Which I'm fine with, because you get more variety in builds when you can use more abilities, right? But unless they, like one of my favorite things in these kind of games is when two abilities go into each other, you know? You have a fire ability and an ice ability. Oh, you can merge them together and make a little steam ability or something. Like that stuff's always cool, always fun, always interesting. But here it seems that they kind of just like keep getting stronger by themselves, which I'll definitely do this. I feel like this one's helping us a lot. I wanted to find the slingshot there. Again, I don't know what this little rain cookie we're picking up does, but I feel like we got that skull up there that works off of this stat, so maybe that's exactly what we want to pick up right now. And I think that's what I'm going to continue to do. And maybe some tankiness here. One more electricity damage. It's perfect. And go up, perhaps? And I'm, like, dazing, too. I'm getting, like, a daze effect, I think, from these star attacks that I have. So if that's the case, that's pretty sick. Maybe I got to play around these electric fences more, too, because that could go kind of crazy. Oh, look, electrical damage times 2, perhaps? If that's the case, that could go kind of nuts. I don't even have a level yet, but we're going to go right now. And I'm on the edge of the sigil, too. Or the skigill, which is like... I mean, it's called skigill, not skigill, but you know, it stands for skill and sigil, right? So, I don't know. But 2 times electric damage there, I feel like that's the sauce. Go back and pick all this up, and then maybe just go straight down. And there's actually some movement speed there, so maybe if I go back and get all this XP, then I could pick that up. Ah. Get off my nuts. They are literally not for you. Like, if they were for you, I would tell you. But you haven't earned my respect on that one, so straight up F off with it, as the kids are saying these days. And I know it's a little rude, but they're saying it, I swear. I know many kids, not in a weird... Alright, don't worry about it. I actually don't know many kids. I think I know maybe... I'm trying to think. Maybe like 10, all on my Discord server. The Aquarium Discord server, link below in the description. I'm going. But that's like all the children I know besides my nephews who were... I mean, one's in, you know, preschool. The other one's 1 year old. So it's like, I don't think they're not really in tune with the memes of the current young people, right? Because they're too busy watching Bluey, which I respect. Bluey's a great show. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not sitting there waiting for the new episode to drop myself, but like, they're around and it's gonna be on, I'll take a peek. I mean, that episode where they're gonna like move away and then, you know, they come back and the dad like rips the sign out of the ground. They're like, no, we're gonna stay because the kids are sad or whatever. I gotta tell you, that hits, you know? So, good on Big Dog Dad guy. I don't know his name. I assume it's something really cool. Okay, I feel like this is what's going crazy for us earlier. It was like a magic punch. Oh no, that was a magic punch because it had stars. This looks cool too, but I feel like we know this works for us. So let's get it. Like, if we know it works, that's what we should grab. And then just keep doing what I assume is magic damage right here. And go from there. There's more star down there. Well, maybe we want the skull thing. Remember Rainbow Skull? Your favorite kids show from when we were kids? I say, as if you're the same age as me. Maybe you are. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I mean, real ones know. I'm not going to tell you right now. I think that's part of the mystery. But I think that's part of internet culture, too, is you assume everybody that you're speaking to or interacting with is your age, no matter what age you are. So, like, when you're a 16-year-old, you're like, of course, everyone else is 16. I'm 16. You're like 20 years old, and you're like, well, of course. I'm 20 years old on the internet, so everyone I interact with must be 20 years old. How could they be anything else when I am that? And it's like, well, you know, that's not how it works, but it also doesn't much matter, I feel like, in actuality. I feel like there's a real big stopgap where age really stops mattering as much. I feel like it's when you're like, I don't know, I feel like you hit like 21 and you can do most of the things legally, except for like rent a car, because I don't know. Pick it up car industry. You think they'd want you to rent the car because they can make more money off you. But I digress. Point being, you kind of just can start talking to any other adult, like not really feeling that different about it. And people will still like to look at 21-year-olds and be like, "Oh, you're a baby, huh?" And it's like, I mean, I understand that to a certain degree because, like, you know, they've lived less, but especially if they're still like in college. But for the most part, I feel like the chasm of differences starts to really slow down in that era of life, and then it just gets smaller and smaller and slower and slower, and you really don't notice those differences as much because it's like, well, I mean, I don't know, we all have to deal with the same garbage, right? What are you? I really like this fence. Let's try to get one more new attack for you in this run here, because this will be the last one that we do. And there's a minute left on it. I'm not saying I'm going to survive, but I'm going to try. I think this is like a mount. I am thinking it's a mount now. Maybe it's not, but it's kind of seeming like it is. I just feel like maybe I'm throwing more of things now that I've gotten more of that. And I could be wrong, but it does not look like I'm... Oh, these guys are exploding too. They're getting Thanos snaps. I actually feel like I have the Infinity Gauntlet right now. They got more effects above their heads too. I mean, something I did work this time. So I think ability spamming, like just getting a bunch of abilities, is definitely the key in this game right now. What do you do? I don't know, but I have 12 of you, so that can't be bad. I haven't had that many things since I had all those kids locked in my basement. But don't call up the cops, by the way. They know. Getting a bunch of abilities seems like the sauce. Getting all those bandages I think was good too, because like I'm still at 43 HP, and I definitely was below that at some point. 44 now, so I am healing. Which, speaking of, I can get more bandage here. Hooray. I feel like, there you go, 0 seconds, yeah. That's a really satisfying victory noise. That feels like some Super Mario stuff. Like, oh, look, my little dude's so happy, and all my little goo is flying up. That's a weird radius around me. It's like, look at that. But I like that little path. We really did start, what, here? Yeah, and we went all the way to the right, got all the way up here, and then came all the way back to the top left, and then just like traveled along. You can really see the cool points that we hit, and like came back, doubled our electric damage, got a skull made of rainbows, maybe a skull lollipop, a skullipop, who knows? Came back here, got this extra damage, which is like maybe poison goes into the electric and everything else. Got whatever the heck these are. We're upping, I think, maybe our amount here towards the end. Just did a lot of good stuff, and honestly, I really do think that these magnets that we got early and these bandages were pretty goated, to be honest with you. This too, unlocking that was sick, because that was very useful. And then I feel like that did well, but this and this were like the real goats, I think. And maybe this was crushing at the end. It was kind of hard to tell, to be honest with you. I was more focused on dodging and not getting smacked in the butthole by a bunch of lizard babies than I was what my abilities were doing. But this, as soon as I got that, it feels like when we really like hit a new peak of strength. So I feel like maybe that's the goat. This thing's like burbling and bubbling now, like me after a Big Mac combo. Let me tell you, it's rough. This looks like the Steam logo, so let's just go by that. I don't know. Maybe another poison attack here? I'm looking at the big ones, because I'm like, the big ones look cool. Maybe they cost more or something? More electricity damage? More view? I mean, I could walk around and like, look what stuff does first, right? But I'm kind of like, anything you buy is going to be helpful, so just go ahead and buy it. That looks cool there. Is all this available on the demo? Because it kind of seems like it might be, which is kind of crazy if this whole skill tree is available on the demo. And if it is, I might have to come back and do a second episode. And look at that, we actually beat the first level, so we can go to the harder difficulty now. And we can do a dice instead of the S, whatever the heck that means. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's a different starting ability or something? I don't know. Because this... Oh yeah, S... Huh. I don't know, but what I do know is this game is very fun. If you did enjoy, you'll give me a like and subscribe. I very much appreciate that. And I've been playing a lot of demos for different games that are coming out very soon. Lately on the channel, we've done them for the past 3 days, and I plan to do a lot more in the coming days, at least for the next week or so, hopefully. So if you want to make sure you are subscribed and checking your inbox every single day so you can see that stuff, I'd really appreciate it. Check out my second channel. I'm going to do some more Smite content over there soon. Smite 2, I should say. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and check that out. And then always check my links down in the description for some discounts on things like my advanced GG. You just use code Roger10 or just click the link and it'll take you straight there with that discount. Or join the Discord server like I said earlier. I'd really love to see you guys in there and chat. our little heads away. If you want more of this too, leave a comment. I'd appreciate that because I might play some more off camera, but I'd like to play some more on camera too, perhaps. That is going to do it for me today, though. So as always, have a great day.